Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this section, we will briefly look at how our body works to defend us against diseases. Immunology is basically the study of our immune system, which is a system that defends or protects us against diseases. Our immune system includes all the organs, cells, and processes that provides resistance against toxins or pathogens that cause disease. Immunity means being protected from something, or not being affected by something. If you are immune, for example, to a certain bacteria, then it means that that bacteria cannot affect you in any way. What does our immune system protect against? Here is a list of some of the things that our immune system protects our body from. These include virus, fungi, toxins, bacteria, parasites, and pollutants. Now this slide may seem a bit complicated, but it nicely explains the different ways in which our body defends itself. When we are affected by some pathogen, or toxins, our first line of defense is called innate immunity. It usually provides a rapid response. Our best and simplest defense system is actually our external defenses. One of the main function of our skin is really to protect us. Every day we are exposed to hundreds of different pathogens, but they don't really cause any diseases in us because our skin protects us. The microbes, for example, cannot reach our blood vessels. Other external defenses include our mucous membrane and secretions such as those from our tear glands. The other aspect of our innate immunity includes our internal defense. If, for example, there is a cut or wound in our skin, then it opens a door for the pathogens to enter into our blood vessels and have access to our internal organs. However, we have a system that rapidly gets rid of these. For example, we have phagocytic cells, antimicrobial proteins, and so forth that defends us. This system may work well for many pathogens, however, there are some where this will not be effective. That is when our acquired immunity will kick into action. When the innate immunity works, it is so rapid that we often don't really realize that we were affected, because there is an absence of disease. There are two main defense systems under the acquired immunity, namely the humoral response where antibodies are produced, and then a cell-mediated response. So that basically explains what this slide is showing. Let us now take a closer look at how our innate external defense works. It is often referred to as a mechanical defense. We already discussed the importance of our skin. Other methods of defense include the cilia that are present on our respiratory tract. These are tiny hair-like projections that are constantly moving and helps to remove dust and microbes that are present in that area. Our tears also contain a chemical called lysozyme, which is rather an enzyme. It is also found in our saliva as well. Our eyes constantly produce this so that it protects us. Our stomach is quite acidic. The pH is around 1.5 to 3.5. At this low pH, most of the microbes that may enter into our stomach will be killed. If these were not sufficient, then the pathogen may enter into our blood vessels, and therefore our internal defense will have to be activated. So before we continue, let us quickly review our blood cells. Our red blood cell does not really assist in defense, but rather it transports oxygen. The white blood cells that we have are the ones that assist mostly in our immune system. The phagocytes engulf and digest pathogens. This is also part of the innate immunity. Then we have the lymphocytes. There are two main types of lymphocytes. One of those is called the B-Lymphocytes, and they function in the adaptive immunity, and releasing antibodies. How do these cells work? They release specific antibodies that attacks or attaches to specific points or receptors on antigens. Antigens are simply molecules that stimulate an immune response. So the antibodies will bind to the antigens and then eliminate the pathogen or toxin. There are other types of white blood cells as well. We will briefly look at the other types. Monocyte, these are the phagocytes, that destroys pathogen by engulfing them. Lymphocytes, there are two types, the B lymphocytes that we discussed, and the T lymphocyte. The T lymphocytes, the T cells are like soldiers who search out and destroy the targeted invaders. Neutrophils, these are part of the innate immunity where they kill and digest bacteria. Then we have the basophils. The role is that they send messages around the body to indicate that there is an infectious agent in the blood. And finally, we have eosinophils. They attack and kill parasites and destroy cancer cells. From this we can safely say that our body is well equipped to deal with infectious agents. However, sometimes our system fail, or the pathogen outsmart our system, and prevent our system from destroying them completely. But generally, our immune system gets rid of most infectious agents.